if it will handle cold, or handle what kind of soil, or handle what kind of sun needs. It seems that also I've noticed, and someone's told me before, I think it was my wife actually, that the darker green leaves usually can handle more shade, and the lighter green leaves need full sun. I like to think about characteristics of plants and where they fall into how they're used, or where they are adapted for, because then I can, like for the herb spiral, when I teach the herb spiral class here, I say don't think about what the name of the plant that goes, just think about its formation. So you'll see the drought-resistant tall plants will be at the top of your herb spiral, and the really tender, moisture-loving plants will be at the bottom of your herb spiral. And then you'll find ones in between to go on up. That's how I think about with these plants as well. And I don't know if that helps you or not, but it helps me to characterize them and to put them into an order in my brain. So last one is the leeks. And the darker varieties, dark green or kind of a bluish color, are more cold hardy than lighter colored ones. Once again, high mowing organic seeds is who we're going to look at for leeks. I was just looking at their different kinds of leeks, and it seemed like the Tadorna was a really good variety. Maturity is 110 days, so that's not too long for a fully matured leek, and you can plant a lot out of one seed packet. So their description here says, winter leek with stocky dark green shafts that size up well and hold into the fall. A side note is I found that the Turkish leeks are the thin, tall ones, and the European leeks are the thick, short ones. Okay, on with their description here. A favorite of growers in the northeast for its vigorous growth and good resistance to disease. Well adapted to many regions, overwinters in mild climates. Good resistance to leaf blights. It's a winter crop and it has a uniform size. And theirs is 100 seeds for $2.95. One thing I found out about leeks that I didn't know about, they do not compete very well with weeds. So you really need to make sure that you keep your weeds away from the leeks as they grow. Also, if you mound the dirt up around the leaves that are around the stem, that it will cause the stem to be, or the stalk, I guess you call it, to be blanched or a lighter color, which I believe makes it not as strong of a flavor. It says harvest at any stage of maturity, but flavor is usually best in fall after a few cold nights. Some fall planted varieties may even overwinter for an early spring crop. So those are my 5 veggies that are ultra hardy. And, with every one of these vegetables, there are several varieties that you can find. And just do your homework as to which ones are going to be good for the cold. And a lot of peas and carrots and spinach, all these ones that I've mentioned here are good to get started early as well, as some of them take a long time to grow, as long as their seeds will germinate. I will put all of these websites that I've talked about today, Dave's Garden, Rare Seeds, and High Mowing Seeds, and also the Mother of a Hubbard, on the show notes, so that you don't have to worry about writing them down or taking notes while I'm talking about it. You can just go to the show notes and click the link, and it should pop right up with everything you need to know about these plants and where to find them. You can find this show and all the other shows we've done so far over at havenhomestead.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you can leave a comment for it, I'd appreciate it. Just tell me where you guys are from, why you're listening to the podcast, what your situation is, where you're at, if you're got some acreage or if you're just hoping to find some acreage someday, where on the homesteading journey you're at. And I'd just love to hear from you and get to know you guys a little bit better. And don't forget about our patreon.com/havenhomestead. And that's where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month and keep us alive and well posting stuff to make this world a better place. Once again, this has been the Haven Homestead Podcast, where we learn and grow together on our way to living more sustainable lives. Thanks for listening.